Hello, greetings. I haven't made a video in like 3 weeks or something like that. First of all, I just want to say thanks to Pat from Pat's Brewery for sending me those beers a couple of weeks ago, because it's kept me going. I'm having a little mini break from YouTube at the minute, basically because we're, as I said before, we're getting the bathroom sorted out in there, the house sorted out, and it's just been busy sorting stuff out, so I don't really have time to make videos, even though I have been brewing and taking video as well too. But I think the last one, it was like just, there was no talking or anything, and it was just like, so it's kind of a musical interlude. So I've been working all day today as well too. I'm sure we'll come to that. I'm absolutely knackered, and I have a beer review to do on a beer that's in the keg, and I'm too tired. I don't think I could do it justice. So I've decided to taste one of my Imperial Stouts, because I have tried this before and it's tasting pretty amazing. Spoiler alert. That's the Maury opener from Swamp'em. This comes the day after Ireland got put out of the World Cup, the Rugby World Cup. How disappointing was that, my God. Dreadful. This doesn't really look... Oh, maybe there is a wee bit of carb in it. Ooh. As ever with bottle conditioned beers, you just never know what you're going to get. It's always a surprise. It's not too bad. It was a bit aggressive at the end with the pour, but... Taku glass as well too. Always a taku for Imperials. Has to be. Okay, jet black. Little tan head on top. Oh my God, it smells fantastic. So this beer is actually, it's a bit like KBS, okay? It's a bit like it. I can't believe it's not KBS. Maybe that's what I'll call it actually. But it's not KBS, but it's in that vein. Oh, that's absolutely superb. First thing I got was the coffee off it. Still getting the coffee, bit of the bourbon. It's a little bit oaky, and there's like a little kind of, it's almost like a red wine kind of aroma. Maybe I'm imagining that, I don't know. I'm so tired, who knows. Anyway, when you're really tired, I find the Imperials are the best thing to drink, because you can just take it in and, you know, sit back and relax. Super smooth. There's not as much chocolate on this. I know the chocolate's coming in now. All the ones I've had before, the chocolate was like right up front. This one here, it's not right up front. It just came in there, kind of halfway through and toward the end. Oak and bourbon, chocolate, coffee. That is a thing of beauty. Really like that. I didn't make that many, to be fair, so we've got about what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 14 big bottles and maybe 10 smaller bottles, like 330 mils. So I need to get some sent out. I want to get some sent out to people because I want other people to try this, which I will do. Pat, you're definitely getting one. Hope you like Imperials. And I want to send them out to a few other people, so just to get some feedback on it, because I think it's really good. I know not everyone is kind of obsessed with oak as I am, especially the French oak. I don't go for the American oak. I always go for the heavy French oak, the heavy stuff now. It's not really well carbonated, that beer either, so maybe that has something to do with it. But there is tons of chocolate coming off that. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Okay, so yeah, I'm completely knackered. I'm actually been doing some outdoor work today. I've got a little kind of mini project on the go, with like the curbing and stuff. And I was trying to dig away the grass back a bit because it's really untidy. And so I was having a spade and I was like having to cut all the way down the driveway. You've seen the size of my driveway, it's ridiculous. And yeah, so I had the spade and I was only supposed to I was doing it yesterday, right? And I was only supposed to go out and because I want to fill in the gaps between the curbing because all the concrete's come loose and I need to get it filled in. So it's just basically having a look, and then I got a little tool out just to start scraping the stuff. And then before you know it, I had the spade and everything out, and I wasn't dressed. I was in my running shoes because I was supposed to be going out for a walk. In my running shoes, yeah. I am actually going to start running as well too at the end of this month. But that's an aside. Well, it's not really a side because what I'm going to tell you. But yeah, so I just got carried away with it, and I was going halfway up the garden, and I was stomping for whatever reason. I was trying to stomp down on the spade, and I missed the spade, and it's like a right angle, and my foot came right down like that across the corner of the thing, and it hurt like hell. It ripped the whole shoe. It ripped the whole shoe. I should have brought it out to show you. It ripped the whole shoe and it basically stabbed me in the foot. And now I've got a big massive bruise. Fortunately, it wasn't too much bleeding. But I do have a big massive bruise on it now, which is not good. So yeah, that was good. And then of course I had to finish later on. I was hobbling about and stuff, and my back's sore, and it's a tale of woe. And Ireland got beat at the end of the night at 12. As if that wasn't enough, Ireland then managed to throw it away. So yeah, it's been a day of it, a weekend of it. But yeah, so yeah, speaking of Imperial Stouts, so I'm really into Imperial Stouts now, and maybe it's the weather or something like that, but I think ever since London Craft Beer, I've just been on the dark beers like all the time. Really loving it. I got an 8-pack of bloody you know the Brewdog one, what's it called? It's Jet. Black Hearted, is it? Jet Black Hearted. It used to be called Jet Black, didn't it? Heart or something like that, but yeah, it's lovely as well too. So I've just been drinking dark beers all the time. And I'd seen that Vocation have got like a barrel aging setup going, and they sent out, and of course any of them breweries you're on the mailing list, you always get, and it's just like, oh my god, they send out all these offers every week, and it's just like, oh, I want that. And sometimes, I mean, I really wanted the Imperial Stout collection. So it was basically like 6 beers, and it was like 36 quid for 6 beers, but 6 beers are all in like little 330ml bottles. It said right at the bottom 330ml bottles. I was like, there's no way I am paying £36 for or whatever it was for 36 bottle, or for 330ml bottles. And then it was in my head the whole time. And sometimes I am impulsive when it comes to things like that. I'll just buy, if I want a case of beer and I'll see what all the different breweries are doing, I'll just go and buy it. But that one there, I just couldn't bring myself to do it until about a week later, and I did do it. And so yeah, this is what we've got. Okay, so I don't know how long these are gonna last, right? But this is the 6-pack. So it's a blackberry and plum sour, 9.9%. I don't know why I'm showing you the label, because they all seem to be the same label. Special release. So yeah, that could be good. It's not one of the ones that really drew me in though. American Brown Ale. I was kind of intrigued by this one though. 12.2%. Dear God, 12.2%. It has it's a blend of 7 malts, and it's got Columbus and Simcoe in it, before aging in fresh bourbon barrels for 20 months. I mean, just those words alone, I just, oh. So that was one of the ones that really drew me in. This is another one. Vanilla Smoked Imperial Stout, 11.1%. A balanced infusion of 2 Imperial Stouts, both matured in our store for 25 months. 25 months. In freshly emptied bourbon casks. So this is obviously one of the ones I'm really into my smoked beers. Smoked dark beers. And I've got one in the pipeline. The first brew featured 8 malts, including smoked and rye, resulting in robust. The second, so this is a fusion of the 2 beers. The first was a smoked rye beer. The second was a double mash stout with muscovado sugar. I mean, how much sugar would you need to add to really get the flavour of it? I mean, you must need to add a ton of it, right? Or how do you do it? Or maybe you add it. Is it possible to kill fermentation, right? So you ferment your beer, you kill the ferment, you add, what is it you add? You add something, I don't know, you add something that kills, maybe probably Camden tablet or something like that would kill it, wouldn't it? Kill the yeast. And then you get to maybe add sugar after that. And you would get the flavour and it wouldn't ferment out. But, okay, this is all in my head here. So yeah. Sorry. The second, a double mash stout. Okay, listen now. Double mash stout brewed with 6 malts and muscovado sugar and boiled for 12 hours. I'll say that again. Boiled for 12 hours. Creating a rich and decadent thick stout with notes of caramel, honey, and milk chocolate. I mean, man alive. That's obviously one of the ones. It's on the list of stuff I want to taste. What else have we got? Oh, we've got another one of those. We've got 2 of them then. Thought they were all different. So I got these about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I haven't really looked at them. Mint chocolate stout, barrel aged, 12.2%. It's an after 8 in a beer, basically, is what that's saying. And then we've got a barley wine, 2023. I was intrigued by the mint one as well. Not so much by barley wines. I'm not big on barley wines, or at least it wasn't. And I had that one by Paul Holt. Hello, Paul. I was like 4 years old, and he sent me a couple of beers, and I thought they were okay. And then it just kept some back, and then it was like 4 years later, and drunk it. Oh, fucking amazing! It was absolutely amazing. So, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, obviously, if you give it the conditioning time. What do we say that was? 2023, so it's a year old. 21 months in Burgundy barrels. So yeah. Initial notes of Morello cherry. Okay. Delectable toffee and biscuit. Okay, so yeah. That's Christmas, okay. The question is, will any of this stuff be left by the time Christmas comes? Because I'm not gonna have much of my own stuff left. And that, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. It is very smooth. I mean, I'm sure by the time Christmas comes, this is like the middle of October. By the time Christmas comes, that should be even better, I would imagine. I put a load of bourbon on it as well too, and it does need time to settle. But it's really nice. I think the carbonation is a little bit too low. I know it's not supposed to be high or anything on Imperials, but I think compared to the rest of them, this is not one of the best. Nice. It's still tasty though. Get me wrong. So yeah, we're getting the bathroom then sorted out, and they're coming on Saturday to do it. So this Saturday coming to start it anyway. Not sure how long it's going to take. It's all kind of up in the air at the minute. I'm not sure exactly how much it's going to cost. We've already got all the stuff. It's just over 10 grand. That's just for the stuff. So it's the bathroom downstairs, bathroom upstairs, and it's over 10 grand already. So it's just then the labour costs after that. And the guy that's doing it he kind of lives around here. And my wife knows him, and he goes to, I think his son is in the same class as ours. So so he's trying to pull everything together then, and the Tyler and all. It's kind of, yeah, just trying to get it all sorted. So that should be, yeah, I should be basically saving everything I have. But I had to buy a new pair of running shoes, obviously, because I've ruined the other ones. So, yeah, that's going to mean we'll basically get one toilet, I think. Depending on how long this takes. Between now and Christmas. And it was like today, I was wanting to go to the toilet after I was making the dinner. I was wanting to go to the toilet, and one of the kids was like in the main toilet with his like bloody tablet watching that. I don't know what he was doing, like whether he was doing a dump or what, but and then I went into the other one, the ensuite. I was like, the other one was in there and she was on her Nintendo or something. Like I was like, fucking hell, like, I mean, come on. I mean, I know I do it sometimes, like if I'm on my phone, but you know. So basically told them to hurry up. I don't leave the door open, like basically like them two. So, yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and keep the videos coming. Okay, so, I try and put one video up every week. Thankfully, Pat sent me the beers, and then I could just do like 3 in one weekend, and send them up. So it's gonna be a bit. I don't know what. I think I should be able to do it because of all the brewing footage recorded. So it's just a case of editing it up. And I've got most of the stuff done in the house. There's still a few boxes to do, and I've got most of the painting done as well too. So we're like tiling half of the room upstairs, and then the rest is just going to be paint. So I've basically on bare plaster as well too up there. So it's just like no matter how many bloody coats of paint you put on it, you just always need another one. So we're pretty much at the end of that, so I think I'm going to have a little bit more time. I can just get outside sorted out, which hopefully will be over the next week or two. So, and then in terms of brewing, I've got 4 beers on tap over there. One of them is the stout with the wet hop stout, and I haven't tasted it in a while. It was tasting very vegetal early on. So it's kind of sitting in position 4. I've got a beer on now in here, which is I brewed last weekend, and I used the Clipper yeast, which is like London Ale 3, I think, or it's like it anyway. Still a big massive crowding on it though, like after a week. So I mean, I'm thinking I could maybe just leave that and let it run its course, and then not brew next week, and then maybe brew the week after next. And that would do, and then that would allow me time to empty one of the kegs without having to take the stout out. Although it's getting toward, the temperature's it's coming down, like, I mean, you can feel it in the mornings and the nights. So it's getting near conditioning time, so it's going to be time to put on the lagers, and then we don't need to store them in the freezer, just stick them in the garage, in a keg, out there, and forget about it for like 3 months. You have to use the temperatures to your advantage, especially when everything costs a fortune these days. So yeah, that is us up to date then with what's going on. The only other thing then I suppose is like Evil Dead Rise. I suppose I may as well tell you about that. I enjoyed it, okay. I thought it was decent. It's not, fridge is just going on, of course. It's not a patch on the original movies. Nothing ever will be, okay. But I think it was better than the first movie. It was set. This one is not set in the cabin in the woods. This one's set in like some bloody condemned high rise in LA, I think it is, or something like that. And yeah, there was a lot of good stuff in it, I have to say. Different stuff that I haven't seen before, so I thought it was decent. A little bit more humour as well too. Dark humour, obviously. But yeah, it was decent. I mean, considering it's like a Netflix movie, as far as I know, it's not bad, considering some of the rubbish they have on there. So, yeah. I'm going to try and get caught up in YouTube videos as well too, because I haven't really been watching any. Watched the odd one and again. But I've been too busy and I've been kind of lost. I've lost, I need to basically respond to a lot of messages as well too on the videos as well. So if you've made a message, just bear in mind I'm very busy, very tired, and I'm probably watching an Evil Dead movie. I'm sorry. So I will sort all that shit out, and we will get back to normal service, I think, soon. So we'll see what happens next Saturday when the guys come. They're coming at like 8:30. He says, I'll leave it to 8:30 in the morning. It's okay, I'll leave it to 8:30, he says. It's like, fucking hell, are you kidding me? So I need to not drink too much next week, because they're going to be battering about at that ungodly hour. So yeah, cheers. I don't know how long we've been doing this for, but it feels like forever. But cheers. Happy lazy Sunday. This is a Sunday, so lazy Sunday. Happy lazy Sunday. Happy Friday. Whenever I put this out, I don't know, but cheers.